Hey everybody, this is Road Signs, episode 4. Yes, 2 videos in 2 days. I hope you all feel very special, but don't get used to it. I guarantee you go back one video, you're going to enjoy my Royal Rumble video a lot more than you may enjoy this video. This is just a couple odd points that I wanted to put on tape before I went to bed, if I'm honest. So Royal Rumble's over. Miz is the champion, Edge is the champion. Del Rio, to my chagrin, it won the Rumble. His only saving grace is that him winning meant Cena did not win, which is awesome, because I went around boasting that if Cena had won the Rumble, I would have boycotted WrestleMania, which is obviously bullshit, but the strength behind it was definitely meant. Now I want to talk to you guys about a pattern that has existed since the brand extension of Raw and SmackDown. The Royal Rumble winner goes to the first day with my new tongue, as Taz would say. It is 2:30 in the morning for the record. The winner of the Royal Rumble match gets to face the champion of his choosing at WrestleMania. That's what I meant to say. So the next night on Raw, after WrestleMania, there's always the big question of, who's he gonna pick? And the one that springs to mind, obviously, is Undertaker a couple years ago, with the big dramatic thumb across the throat at Batista, and we know that that's who he chose, and it was very dramatic and full of bravado, wasn't it? But the winner this year is Alberto Del Rio, so he comes out with a quite faggly little mariachi band, and basically, through a lot of storytelling bullshit, lets us know that Edge is the champion he was going to face at WrestleMania. So there's your first match for WrestleMania. Did anybody really think he was going to go against The Miz? I mean, I don't mean anything against Miz or Del Rio. I don't think they'd put on a good match, and I don't think, in the long run, Del Rio should come to Raw, personally. So Del Rio attacks Edge, takes out his arm, etc., etc., etc. Edge and Miz fight later on that night in another god-awful champion versus champion match. But the Raw general manager, which I've actually found out is a sound that's on my iPhone, which is kind of funny. But he actually does something right. He, she, it, they actually do something right for once, and they set the scene immediately for the Elimination Chamber. My point of this being, the winner of the Royal Rumble picks whatever champion and whatever show they're going to fight for at WrestleMania, and whatever the other show is scrambles to make up a title storyline by WrestleMania. That's what Raw did tonight. So the Raw GM puts together the Raw Rumble, which is going to be 7 guys. The winner of this Raw Rumble is going to face The Miz at Elimination Chamber. The other 6 guys are going to be the Elimination Chamber participants for the #1 contendership for the title at WrestleMania. All good. So they say, R-Truth, Morrison, Sheamus, Orton, Punk, Cena, and Jerry Lawler. Really? So for the rest of the show, until the Rumble starts, Cole and Lawler are going back and forth like idiots. Jerry the King Lawler wants to hit him, and I'm pretty sure if anybody interviewed him for real, I'm pretty sure he's getting sick of him and would like to punch him. Actually, not just in character form. But, so they did this Rumble thing. My guy, John Morrison, did a hell of a lot more parkour shit like he did in the Rumble last night, to the point where it was almost becoming cliche, but I was enjoying it. Like I say, I guess I'm a mark for Morrison, so I don't know if it's actually like good, or if I just like it because it's cool and it's John Morrison. It doesn't really matter, does it? But Lawler won, which is a feel-good moment, and all the historians, anybody that's watching wrestling that's over 15, can kind of feel good about it. Are they going to have a decent match at Elimination Chamber? Probably not. Does anybody think that Lawler's actually going to beat Miz and become the WWE champion and fight for the championship at WrestleMania? Absolutely not. But you know what? For filler in between, why not? I mean, come on, the guy's never been champion, the guy's never fought at Mania. Give him a bone. I'm sure it'll be good on some level. Won't be a technical classic. It won't be a ring psychology workshop. But it'll do something for the, I don't know what, but it'll do something for the storytelling on the way to WrestleMania, for sure. So Lawler is going to fight Miz at the Elimination Chamber. Miz is going to win. He's going to go on to WrestleMania. So you got Cena, Punk, Orton, Sheamus, Morrison, and Truth. Now, does anybody think that Cena is not going to win this and go on and face Miz at WrestleMania? I do. I can't see how they can't, really. It is one of the typical storylines. You cost me the Rumble, so now I'm going to take your title. Cena's going to win. Cena's going to face Miz at Mania. Punk and Orton revved up their rivalry from last night. Tonight on Raw, my prediction, they're going to destroy each other in the chamber. They're going to end up taking each other out somehow. And they're going to fight at Mania, leaving the New Nexus to do whatever they do. The New Nexus didn't make any reference at all to the Core tonight, but they made another attempt at the tag team titles. Failed attempt, but whatever. So I don't know if the Core Nexus storyline has kind of fallen dead, or whether they're going to revamp it, but somebody needs to take the tag titles off Kozlov and Morella, because that's just driving me nuts. So, yeah, Lawler's going to lose. Miz and Cena are going to fight at Mania. Punk and Orton are going to fight at Mania. These are all my predictions I'm talking out of my ass, because my original predictions for the Rumble were totally out the window. So, now we're left with Sheamus, Morrison, and R-Truth. Sheamus, the big rumor, the big, foregone conclusion, is that at Mania, Sheamus is going to face Triple H, which is getting less and less likely, and I care less and less. Now, a more plausible thing is they were really pushing the Morrison and Sheamus rivalry in the Raw Rumble tonight, harder than they have in the past couple of weeks. So I'm thinking they might be leading to that. So Sheamus will either go on and fight Triple H, or he'll fight Morrison at WrestleMania, which I wouldn't mind seeing. But if Sheamus fights Triple H, if Sheamus and Morrison fight at WrestleMania, that leaves R-Truth out in the cold, and he'll fade into the background somewhere. If Sheamus goes to face Triple H and Morrison and Truth are leftovers after this match is said and done with, I can see them going one of two ways. I can see them going for the tag belts again, like they did last year, maybe succeeding this time, because they need to give Morrison and Truth something. They really do. Morrison has proven himself on a nightly basis, and R-Truth is more a personal thing. I just think he's cool. I think he's entertaining. I think he's a valuable part of the show. Either give them another shot at the tag titles, let them be the ones that take them off Santino and Kozlov, or make them the first two entrants in the Money in the Bank. Now, we have a Money in the Bank pay-per-view. Are they even going to do Money in the Bank this year? I hope they do. I hope there's, the WrestleMania Money in the Bank being the big one, and the actual Money in the Bank pay-per-view stays seen as it is seen as more of a minor attraction throughout the year, which, it allows a lot more leeway in storytelling if you've got three briefcases floating around out there than one. Now, they had a preview for something, I don't know what it was, because it was just a bunch of scratchy noises and letters written across the screen. Apparently, the 21st of February is going to be some sort of big, scary new thing arriving in the WWE. So basically, they scratched that date across the television screen and left it. So we're all supposed to go, oh my god, what's it going to be? Da-da-da-da-da. Unfortunately, I'm also a TNA fan, and I've gone through the 10-10-10 storyline with they, and now we're in TNA. We're in the middle of another they story, so scratching a random date across the television and expecting me to go doesn't really work for me. Might work for you guys, especially you guys out there that aren't also TNA fans, seeing as this is my Road to WrestleMania video. I don't know why I brought that up, but I don't know. If you have an opinion on that one, let me know down there. Bottom line being that it's the night after the Elimination Chamber, so why, if you expect people to get excited about your so far very predictable Elimination Chamber pay-per-view, why are you already advertising what's going to happen the night after? It's the same as WrestleMania. Okay, WrestleMania doesn't need any advertising. WrestleMania is WrestleMania, and people are going to get excited whether you tell them anything or not. But they're already advertising Tough Enough, which is going to debut the night after WrestleMania. let your pay-per-views sell shit, and like maybe at WrestleMania mention that, hey, tomorrow night we're previewing this, because there's, God knows there's enough advertisements and whatever in WrestleMania. But so yeah, I'm gonna put my hat in the ring, and I'm actually going to get a hat. This is my favorite hat. I don't know if you can see it or not. There you go. I like it. Apparently Chris Angel has the same one. I don't know. But I'm going to toss my hat out there, and I'm going to say right now, at the very least, you will have Miz and Cena fighting for the title at WrestleMania. You will have Punk and Orton in some kind of main event match at WrestleMania. You will see Sheamus either fight Triple H or John Morrison at WrestleMania. And Morrison and Truth will be involved in the tag team title situation or the Money in the Bank situation. Anybody has any thoughts? Anybody wants to tell me directly that they think I'm totally off my rocker? You are more than welcome to say so down there. If you haven't hit the subscribe button up there yet, it is up there. I have been Spaz. This is Chapter 4, and I am going to bed.